This is the stage, Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Just about halfway. And the Bears headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense has the ball first today. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. On the draw, it's Stanley. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Fires downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bears offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Sims. Oh, they're after him! Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. To the air on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kane. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stanley. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. They boot it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Harris. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moving out of the pocket. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of 49.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He's put it all on display on that side.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air, it's Sims. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Hidden just inside their own 20, they need to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He gets a block. He smashes his way through again. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first two times they had it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13. The option look. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Now facing a third and long. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They make this look ridiculously easy.
And it's because you've done it so much together. You start to build trust with your quarterback, and that quarterback knows I'm going to create some space near that sideline. You throw it where I can get it. I'll go up and make the catch on that favorite.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it out. It's Pride. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And he gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell Defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Keeps it himself. He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Made a defender miss. Followed him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Under fire. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on second down. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Here comes the option. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the option. He'll keep it himself. Might have a chance. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Pulls it and runs it again.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Back to throw, it's Sims. They got it!
That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. On the option, they really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup from 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's King. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The run inside. It's Stanley. Got enough for the 1st. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burns, and kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Attempt to try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Line gets set, 1st down. He'll do it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Goes to the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bears will send out the punt unit and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Stanley. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's finally stopped and brought down in the 15. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Akron taking on the number 10 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Zips able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Aggie Memorial Stadium. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They got it up to 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The option look, keeps it himself. Got a little grass. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down. And the Bears had this offense rolling. On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sims. Got his man on the outside.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Dragged down right at the line of to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Stanley. Quick step and go. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Unleashes it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Pulls it on the option. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. The number 5 on the play, it's a 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Oh, he dropped, and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. It's caught. It's Stanley. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stanley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sims. Makes the grab. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with the lone back. There's some room. Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Trying to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. The 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Stanley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are. Could be an alley. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll ride the hot hand. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Going to the run, it's Jones. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Aggies get it right back.
Really nice shot by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. Never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Sims. Keeps it going. Trying to escape and get it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Handoff to the lone back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Harris. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here comes the option. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And it's gone! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Ellison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking for room. It's Stanley. Hard-hitting tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab. he's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. How about that with fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Lost to throw again. Got his man. Gain of 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd and 8. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed now.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task in hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.